What's up, YouTube? I'm going to be going over Proverbs 26, verse 1, and the book The Hard Way by Brad Lee. I just got done doing a recording already of it, and unfortunately it did not record, so this is round number 2. Proverbs 26, verse 1 says, "Honor is more associated with fools than snow with the summer." And before I begin, I'm telling you, this is not preaching this. I'm just sharing my opinion. Take it or leave it. I'm not trying to preach anybody. This is something I learned from reading the book of Proverbs and the book The Hard Way by Brad Lee. Okay, so honor is more associated with fools than snow with the summer. Another version says, like snow in the summer and rain in the time of harvest, so honor is never fitting for a fool. Fools show no honor. Always understand that you're going to have to deal with people that have no honor. Most people have no honor. In the book of Proverbs, it talks about that if you have, your man is only as good as his word. So if you go ahead and say something, you want to make sure that people believe you. But you're going to have to deal in life. You're going to come across a lot of people, and for that matter, most people, when they say something, they don't mean it. They can't keep promises they make to themselves. So how are they going to keep a promise they make to you? Understand that. Meet them where they are. I'm not saying accept them where they are. I'm saying meet them where they are, and then realize, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. This is the kind of person I'm dealing with, and distance yourself from that person. Never put yourself vulnerable for them to take advantage of you. Now, men, I'm talking about women. So men, I'm telling you, if you meet a girl, beautiful, usually the beautiful girls are like this, and they say they're going to show up and be somewhere at a certain time, and they don't show up, meet them where they are. That's the kind of woman that she is. She's not an honorable woman. Okay, fine. Put her in your rotation. Don't make serious commitment with her. Don't invest serious time with her because you're dealing with someone who has no honor. Realize that. Don't fall in love with that kind of woman. Make sure that you have her as a rotation. Like you're dating other women and you're seeing other women. You don't want to deal with a woman who doesn't have honor. Proverbs 26, verse 3. Deal a rod to the back of fools. Another version, it says, a whip is for the horse, a bridle is for the donkey, and a rod is for the back of fools. Sometimes the best love you can give someone is called tough love. I try to stay away from people that are codependent. If they start saying, oh, I need you to do this, and I need you to do this. Oh, I wish I had somebody to help me. I go ahead and I distance myself from them. I give them some tough love. And I say, okay, I make sure that I do not help them. Why? Because I want them to learn to save themselves. You gotta understand, nobody's coming to save you. You got to be saving yourself. God's giving you the ability. He's giving you the gifts. Now it's time to use it. Proverbs 26, verse 11. As a dog returns to its vomit, so a fool returns to his foolishness. How many times have you made the same mistake over and over and over again? Don't do that. Learn from it. Like if you know you have a weakness towards sleazy women, okay? Or you have a weakness towards drugs or alcohol. Make sure that if you're going to be fucking around with sleazy women or you're going to be fucking around with alcohol, limit yourself. Well, okay, I'm not going to stay and drink, but occasionally I'll have a drink every once in a while. Or occasionally I'll go out and I'll have sex with a sleazy girl. If that's what you like, you have to be disciplined in your mind to where, like, you got to be able to cut that shit off. You got to be able to cut it off to where it's not going to affect you. And part of doing that is being disciplined and having the right kind of mindset and keeping those commitments and promises you make to yourself. So don't always return to the vomit as the dog does, but make sure that you stay away from that kind of shit. Stay away from it. Best thing to do is basically just stay away, learn from it once and just never go back. But an addict is an addict, and I know not everybody can do that. So how do you mitigate that? What you do is you go ahead and you limit your exposure to it. So that's just what it is. A lazy person will never take a chance, but always be fearful. That's Proverbs 26, verse 13. And 26, verse 13 says, a lazy person says, there is a lion in the road, a lion in the streets. Another good reason to stay in today. They never take a chance. You find most lazy, poor people, they never take chances in life. They always stay in. They never go. You got to be able to accept the fact that people may reject you. Girls may reject you. Guys may reject you. Men may reject you. They may not want your product or service, but you got to be willing to put yourself out there to take a chance. You've got to be willing to ask for the sale, close that sale. Say, okay, when can we follow up? When can we move forward in this? Because that's how you move forward. That's how you win in life. You don't win if you don't take the shot. You've got to always, I'd rather try and fail than never try at all. Okay, now we're going to transition to the book The Hard Way by Brad Lee. I encourage you, this is a book about sales. One thing he said in the book The Hard Way by Brad Lee is he said, you're going to do sales anyway. You're in sales whether you realize it or not. You might as well get good at it. So I thought that was really good. Most people don't understand that success is a choice. Being successful is a choice. If you're not successful, it's because you chose to be. Why did you choose to be? Because you just didn't take the shot. You didn't ask. You have not because the Bible, it says in a different verse, it says you have not because you ask not. And when you ask, you ask with a lack of faith. You have to ask confidently that person's going to say yes. You have to, when you ask somebody for something and you ask for a sale, or you ask for a sale, hey, do you want to buy this house? Or do you want to close on this service? You have to believe that person's going to say yes. It's your intentions with your words. It's the energy that you bring with your words. So you can't ask with a lack of faith, because especially women, they're going to pick that up real quick and they're going to always say no. They're going to always say no because you lack confidence in yourself. So choosing to be successful must be followed up by action. Otherwise, you will not achieve. So again, don't just say hello, hey, how you doing? Say, hey, let's go out. Let's have a good time. Let's get to know each other. I'd like to get to know you. You're pretty. The reason why I keep talking about this is because where I live, it's full of beautiful women, and I'm always asking girls out. And if they say no, I don't care. I can't control if they say no. I ain't looking for the many. I'm looking for the one. And that's why you have to look for that one person that's going to say yes. And there are thousands of people, by the way, that will buy into you. You just don't ask. And that's the thing. And when you do ask, you ask so weak. It's so weak. It's like, fuck. Even you don't believe it. So it's like, if you don't believe it, you don't have that confidence, nobody else will. Okay, next one. There is no shortage of people who want to be successful. There is a shortage of people who are willing to take action. So that is so important. You got to understand that people will always want to be rich. They'll always going to want to have money. But so many few will hunt. So many few will go and decide to take decisive action that I'm going to make this thing work. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. That's it. Next time, we're going to talk about Proverbs 26, verse 16. Thanks for watching. I hope you get out of it. If you like my content and you like what I'm talking about, consider joining my men's group. I have a men's group, although it's not exclusively to men. Women it's open for women too, but I primarily try to help men, and we can do a free 5-minute call, and just to see if we're a right fit. But it's an accountability group, and I hold people, if you make goals for yourself, I hold you accountable to those goals. And you have to, and how you build a foundation is you keep the commitments you make to yourself on a consistent basis. And anybody can do it on a 1-time, 2-time thing, but not many, very, very few can do it on a consistent basis. So I've been doing it for about 2 years now. I got good guys in it. If you're interested in it, we'll talk. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. God bless.